Okay, so the long wait for episode 3 of this series is finally over, and today's album will be EndEx by 3Teeth. So without any further ado, let's get right into this. So if you've never heard of 3Teeth, I'll quickly give a summary of who they are. 3Teeth is a bit of a newcomer into the industrial scene. Even though they formed in 2013, I'd say they're still recent enough. But let's talk about their most recent album, EndEx, released in 2023. Track 1, Xenogenesis. So right away, this as an opening track instantly gives you the industrial vibes. It's a bit of a slower song and kinda sounds like a mix between early Marilyn Manson and Nine Inch Nails, and it sounds pretty good. It has an awesome sounding, heavy stomping riff, so I'm gonna say it's pretty good. Track 2, Acme Death Machine. Alright, this song is a bit faster, and I would say this is one of the more original sounding tracks on here because of the vocal style in the verses, and that synth in the chorus is actually not bad, and the riff and breakdown is really good, so overall, a really good song. Track 3, Slum Planet. Okay, so this is probably one of my favorites on the record because I love the tone and that riff from the Doom legend himself, Mick Gordon, and the melody in the chorus is amazing. Not only that, the vocals from Alexis Minkala, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, are fantastic, especially in the bridge with the spoken word segment. So this is definitely another great song. Track 4, What's Left. So this song to me sounds so much like a Rob Zombie song, especially Alexis's vocals sound a lot like Rob Zombie's vocals in the verses. But that is definitely not a complaint because I love Rob Zombie's music, and while some may see it as a ripoff, I personally think it's a leveler to not only Rob Zombie's music, but industrial metal in general. It also features Mick Gordon on the guitar again, so a great song as well. Track 5, Merchant of the Void. Okay, this track is the one that everyone thinks sounds like Nine Inch Nails, and I can see it. However, I do think it's another song where they put their own sound into it, and if anything, draws inspiration from Nine Inch Nails a bit. But it's also another one of my favorites on the album because the whisper vocals in the verses, and not only that, when the chorus comes in, it sounds great, and Mick Gordon, once again, does the riff on this track. So I'm gonna say another fantastic song. Track 6, Higher Than Death. Alright, so this track, I'm gonna be honest, is probably my least favorite and the weakest track on here. Though that doesn't mean it's bad, because I do like the main riff, which is also done by Mick Gordon, and the vocals, of course, sound great. But my main problem with it is the chorus, and the verses sound okay. So I'm gonna say it's an okay song. Track 7, Alien. So, after the last track wasn't as good, the album comes in with an immediate improvement. And this is definitely one of the weirder tracks on the album, but it sounds pretty good. The streams and the verses sound great, and the riffs, and the strange but cool synth work in the chorus. This song also has a good breakdown, so a pretty good song overall. Track 8, Plutonomicon. Okay, so this is another slow song, but it has a great chorus, and I love that the riff builds up in between each verse. And the melody of the song is amazing sounding, so definitely a great song. Track 9, Paralyze. So this is more of a trap metal song, especially because this song features horror, which I haven't heard too many songs from, but from what I have heard, They sort of have a weird rap trap metal sound. While I do like the atmosphere on this song and the horror part sounds alright, it's another song that's a least favorite of mine, but it's not as weak as Higher Than Death, so I would say it's a decent track. Track 10, Scorpion. Alright, so yet another slower track, but also a really good one. Because I love the riff and the chorus. The tone is also pretty good. And the heavy vocals in the chorus sound fantastic. So, a pretty good song. Track 11, Drift. So, this is a slightly softer song, at least in the vocals and the tempo, but it still has heavy riffs that slowly build throughout the song. Same thing with the vocals, and it sounds really damn good. I also love the melody of the entire song, and the bridge, while not as crazy as the other songs, is actually a welcome change to keep the track and album interesting. So I'm gonna say it's another great song. Track 12, Everybody Wants to Rule the World cover. Yes, you heard me correctly. They have a cover song as the closing song. And I don't need to tell you the original is really good, but what about this interpretation of it? Well, it's a pretty good version. That sounds enough like the original, but obviously with a dark industrial spin, and it works well, surprisingly. So, overall, it's not only a pretty good song, but a pretty good cover at that. So, in conclusion, this is an album that I had heard about in 2023, but never listened to the whole thing until 2024, and I'm glad I checked it out when I did. It reminded me a lot of other industrial artists and bands from the 90s, but with a modern and original take, and I think it's one of the best industrial metal records in years. So my final rating is going to be a 9 out of 10, and I definitely recommend you check it out as well. But that is going to do it for today, and whatever thoughts you have about the album or video, be sure to comment down below, and as always, I will see you all next time.